The animation for this film really doesn't work in the movie's favour. The movie wants to be wacky and comedic, but the characters are animated with such little life, energy and imagination. Slapstick gags completely fail because characters are too stilted and lack a spirited bounciness. Sure, Ivor Wood's animation for the original TV show was simplistic, but that fit a series about a friendly postman casually delivering parcels to his community. Postman Pat the movie wants to be funny and pull off a frenetic cartoony style. Underplaying the character animation won't help that approach. Everything is way too held back to support the comedy. I'm going to give the animation 0 points. Stephen Mangan voices Pat, and I really didn't like his performance. He sounds so patronising. There's something awkward and stilted about his performance. He sounds like he's talking down to children.
Oh, thanks, Jess. Wouldn't do to forget my hat on such a lovely morning.
Oh, Pat, that's not all you forgot.
Thanks, love.
Susan Duerden voices Sarah. She sounds like a community actor trying acting for the first time. There's something insincere and unnatural about her delivery.
Buongiorno!
Oh, Sarah? Are we having a fancy dress party?
No, silly. I just wanted to get us in the mood for our holiday. Come in. Or, as they say in Italy, ti piace riccio. Oh, or maybe that's something about a hedgehog.
Sandra Teller's voices Julian. She doesn't sound like a little boy, she sounds like a full-grown woman. Now, adult women are capable of sounding like little boys. It is possible, it has been proven. But Sandra fails to do so.
You're the one's back on. Come on, Dad.
You're the one.
Oh, Dad, it's just massive. It's a talent show where ordinary people compete for recording contracts, trips, and all sorts of really amazing prizes.
Peter Woodward voices Mr. Carbuncle. It's bad enough that his character spells out his entire motives to the audience, but it's made even worse by Woodward's over-the-top performance, which makes him an even more obvious villain.
SDS will use my robots, Mr. Brown. And once they've replaced your postman, I'll replace you.
Jim Broadbent voices the CEO, and he's probably the only good performer in this entire film. Yes, his character is a bumbling moron, but Broadbent's voice sounds so pleasant and charming.
So, Edwin, my lad, how are you settling in? Feeling like part of the SDS family yet? Now, I may be the CEO of the oldest package delivery service in England, but I want you to think of me as your slightly older uncle.
My uncle was eaten by dingoes, Mr. Brown.
Really? How strange. That's exactly what happened to the man who used to have your job.
What a bizarre coincidence. Now, if I may?
Rupert Grint of Harry Potter fame voices Josh, and he doesn't really have much to work with. Yeah, he does an okay job, but he doesn't really stand out. He's just there.
Right, what have you got for us? Josh, is it?
I thought I'd sing a song.
Well, that's refreshing and new.
I've had a few dancing lessons too.
What incredibly useful information, thank you. Go ahead, steal another 2 minutes of my life.
David Tennant voices Josh's agent, and he makes the character even more annoying as he tries frantically hard to sound hilarious. He tries so hard that he sounds like he's eating at the microphone. He's like, I'm David Tennant, and I'm gonna make you laugh. Guess what, David? You're not being funny. You're being annoying.
This is just too good to be true. Postman Pat's a cheat. Robots can't enter talent competitions. I win! I win!
The original music for this movie is pretty bland, unnoticeable, and forgettable. There's no personality or charm to it. It sounds like a cheap television production score, not a cinematic movie score. However, at least it's easier to listen to compared to the musical numbers. Yes, this film does include original songs, and they are dreadful, ranging from generic bubblegum pop to obnoxious will.i.am inspired garbage. Most of these songs are excuses for the movie to seem hip, but end up looking embarrassing. In addition, Pat's audition song comes across as emotionally manipulative tripe. Oh listen, Pat is actually a really good singer despite no evidence of practice or training, and it's a song for his wife. Please feel emotion, please be moved, please, I want you to cry. It doesn't help matters when Ronan Keating's singing voice for Pat poorly transitions from Stephen Mangan's speaking voice. They sound so strikingly different that it looks more like Pat is just lip-syncing to Westlife songs. On the plus side, Rupert Grint is surprisingly a good singer. Who would have imagined Ron Weasley could actually sing? And because he's singing for his own character, the transition from speaking to singing totally works. I'm going to give 1 point to the music. Postman Pat the movie is a terrible film that tries so hard to pander to its audiences and so little to be creative. It treats its audience like a bunch of idiots who don't understand cinematic storytelling and eat up anything related to pop culture. It's an embarrassment, it really is. Now I can imagine some people are screaming, "But it's a kids movie, leave it alone!" It's a kids movie is a weak defense for a bad film. Using the defense "it's just a kids movie" for a bad movie implies that children's movies don't require quality control. This is insulting to kids themselves and undermines the past achievements of children's cinema. Good kids movies know that children deserve high standard storytelling to inspire their imagination and help them to understand the world around them. They're timeless and try to reach audiences' hearts, not their wallets. They retain a charm and magic that enchant young audiences while helping adults to tap into the child inside of them. Postman Pat the movie has no excuses. Children deserve better, much better. This is honestly one of the worst films I've ever reviewed on this channel. Seriously. Postman Pat the movie has gained 3 points, which translates to half of a singing strawberry out of 5. However, if you enjoyed such films as The Flintstones or Shark Tale, then I think you might like this movie. Now, there's going to be some major changes on my channel. What does this mean for Jambareeqi reviews? Well, first of all, there's only going to be 1 episode of Jambareeqi reviews a month from now on. Second of all, I'm expanding things. I'm not just going to be reviewing animated films on this show, I'm also going to be reviewing live action films and short films. Third of all, we're going to take turns deciding what I review for each episode. Yes, 1 week I'll be picking what I review, the next week you'll be deciding through a poll that I've set up. For this week, it's going to be your decision. That's right, I've set up a poll, and you can go to the description box below to find the poll. Simply vote for the thing you want me to review next. There is an option to submit your own nominations. Whatever is the highest by the deadline is what I'm going to review next. Okay? Cheerio, folks.